Hi guys, and we're back with red, and we'll start off with some trial deck cards. Uh, Hikari Kagura, Stage of Destiny. It's a 0/0 1500 power card. On play, you can ditch it climax to salvage a Revue character, and then this gains 1k every time another Revue character attacks. It's a pretty generic ditch outlet.
There's also a Cloudine that has like Ditch CX Salvage that's 3k in center.
Oh. Uh,
But center is like kind of
this
contested
seems
with the
better.
oversize.
I mean, it obviously just depends on what color you need, but
Yeah. I think you can play either of them. It's just like color things.
yeah, solid card.
It's like okay.
Karen Ijo, Stage of Destiny. On play, reveal top. If it's a Revue character, you burn one. And when it's front attack, you can pay the cost of one stock to bounce it back to your hand.
I like
Obviously,
this card, but it's not that good. But I like this card. I don't know. I feel like
I
this
like
is
that it
like
bounces back to your hand.
yeah.
Um, it's obviously not compatible with the yellow deck, but
Yeah. I think this could be
I
better
think
for the second set.
I think as part of a multi-turn like kill turn, this is like pretty good.
Yeah.
I like assuming you have the stock to pay for all this. Um, this is like a fine This is a very good supplementary level 3 for any like multi-turn kill plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it dodges on reverse stuff, which
Yeah.
is pretty good too. Honestly.
Yeah, I would play this in most of my decks. It seems this.
Onto the booster cards. Mahiru Suzuyaki by your side.
Oh my god. Really?
Oh, Suyuzaki. Shit. Oops. 0
Um,
0 1k. On play, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's level 2 higher, put it in your stock. And it's a level 0 bomb. It's
it's a
Buta!
fundamentally broken effect, in that it cheats on stock, which is not something that you can normally do. But this is so much worse than Buta,
Well, yeah, because Buta bounces back to your hand every turn.
which is insane. Not every turn, but whenever you have a climax.
I think this is like okay because the deck is stock hungry. And because you have like a
Uh,
payoff to go for, right? You have
do you
like
have
an
room?
insane payoff.
But this is off name.
No,
It's also off color.
I don't play it, but like standby lists play it, and I think there's like arguments for
Okay,
like
sure. This digs you
this
deeper to
card
your
being
standby
good
trigger,
or this
I
card being
guess.
good with second set. I don't know.
All
This
right.
card is
It has
has like
it has
potential.
one almost broken effect, and then it has one effect
Low
that
zero
just
bomb, which sucks,
is
but
never
whatever.
broken. Like it's not even a stock or clock bomb, and it's 1k to boot. So, uh,
Nanoha nerfed this. What the fuck? That
Kara
moment when
Nigel,
Nanoha has
my
better cards.
shy. On
um,
play, check the top card of your deck and leave it on top or send it to the bin. And also on play, pay one, clock yourself to salvage a level 1 or lower card.
Nanoha even rarity creep this. What is happening?
How? What? Oh, you mean
Nanoha
it's
has
an
this as a
R?
rare.
it's a
Sure.
rare.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a fine card.
Yeah, this is like I guess B. B
No,
minus.
I have an extremely low opinion of salvage Rickies or Kristas or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, but
But
she
like
has like
whatever.
irrelevant second effect.
Yep.
Eh, it's fine. Like it's not enough to well, you probably play this, but it's so
Yeah.
close to not being good. Uh,
I
Uh,
think this exact profile is like okay. I obviously prefer so tricky, but you
yeah.
take what you
I think
get.
the red
look at
scry.
this
I think the
deck.
scry makes it a much more playable card.
Uh,
Uh,
it's certainly better because of it. Um, this next card, Passion and Shine, Karen Ijo. It's a 3/2. When it comes to play, either via the other card that summons it, or by its own, by playing it, you heal. When this attacks, if you have the gate in the climax zone and you have the Karen that summons this in the front row center slot, this gains plus 1,500 power and I was like on reverse, pay 2, ditch your cards, burn 3.
It needs itself in center.
Yeah.
Yes, it needs to be in the center. My bad.
So like you can have like one in center and one on the right side.
The Hikari is.
I guess you can just go to the Hikari and talk about them together because
Sure,
those
the
cards.
Hikari is 3/2. When you play it from hand to stage, you can pay 1. If you do, put the Karen from waiting room to any stage on any start on field. And climax combo, you can pay 1, sack a Karen in your front row center slot at the start of your encore step. If you do, and the gate climax is in your climax zone, you can rest this, move it to your empty front row center slot, ping your opponent once, that's the important part, and then this gains bodyguard and 2k power.
This
I'm
is
assuming
such a
that's
flavor combo.
Yeah, I was about to say this is probably flavor, but
But it's really like if the next set has like a counter that like bottom decks or memory kicks, I think this combo is really good.
Or heal on reverse
sure.
counter. Ooh.
Or heal on reverse or something. Like something that works with the bodyguard.
So this is mainly just what is this? You've got to effectively pay 3, ditch a card from hand in order to burn 1 and burn 3 at
No, it's
different
like 2 burn
times.
3s. If you have
Okay,
double
sure. If you have
combos.
a second Karen, whatever. But you may not always have that. So at face value, this is probably fine. Is it better than Karuko? Probably not.
No, it's like not close, but it's like decent, and it also heals twice. Makes it hard for the opponent to reverse.
Okay, you keep talking as if 2 of them is a given, but okay. I guess it's very
2 of
easy.
them
Well,
is a
it is very easy, isn't it?
Yeah, but
you need
I'm
like one
trying not
card
to
in hand
evaluate
and
like
one
that.
and one curry. It's like super easy.
One Karen and one Chisaki. Not Chisaki.
Hikari.
Who's this?
Hikari.
Hikari. Yeah, sure, that's fine.
And like the 3/2 Nana even give you theoretically a reverse if you have like an abundance of stock for some reason.
I think I prefer to kill him dead than
Of course.
attempt
But
some amount of
like
damage, but also heal.
I think this combo has potential for
I think some amount of bodyguard synergy would go a long way to making this combo much better.
Exactly. Like if we get some bodyguard support, we're in
But
there.
when do they ever print bodyguard support?
You don't know. But like the center slot thing is like pretty relevant theme for the series, so maybe. It's also on the gate. Healer on the gate.
Karen and Hikari and Leotards. 500 power. At the beginning of your climax phase, choose a Revue character and it gains 500 power for the turn. And it's a tap, self, draw 2, ditch 1 brainstorm. Cool.
So we have all the brainstorms.
So why aren't you running this card, dude?
Search is better than draw 2 ditch, and salvage is also kind of better than draw 2 ditch. If you're not looking for like specific cards.
Yeah, that's about how I'd assess this card too. It's fine card. It's still a brainstorm, but if you don't have like a deck specific need for the draw 2 ditch 1, then why no reason to play it over other.
This art is horrible, by the way.
I think it has a better looking foil. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, but this art is horrible.
Mahiru Suyuzaki, stage for 2. When the standby is placed in your climax zone, you can bounce this to your hand to check the top 2 cards of your deck, choose one of them, put it in your hand, put the rest in waiting room, and then ditch a card. And you can tap itself to give all your other Revue characters 500 power for the turn.
Doesn't the Amakusa give 1k? That would be better. Question mark.
Well, this
I'm
is
not
like
sure you
to
even
everything.
play this.
Dude, this is 500 to everything.
I'm not sure you even play this in like the standby decks. I'm pretty sure you don't.
And if you have the alarm, you can untap this in the front row.
Oh shit.
But then you're not bouncing it.
Yeah. But synergy.
Yeah, okay, the foil brainstorm art looks way better.
Hikari
You'd hope
Kagura,
so.
my shine. This gains 1500 power if you have 2 or fewer cards in your stock, so it's 3/5. And when it gets reversed in battle, you can put the top card of your deck into the bin. If it's level 2 or higher, you may rest this card, and this only activates up to
Isn't
once
this
per
card
turn.
just? It's just a great oversize, isn't it?
Yeah, but the Futaba is better, I think, right?
Yeah, it's
The
also
one that
like
gets
red
one
and
soul.
not on name.
Yeah. This is a pretty good card, too.
It's like a
Um,
solid oversize. It's not as good as the swimsuit mega, but it's like almost close.
um, wait, isn't this just strictly better than the swimsuit Megu?
Yeah, I think so, too.
Wait, what?
Because the
It
swimsuit
is strictly
Megumin,
better
like as a
as a
card, as an
downside.
oversize, yeah. But swimsuit Megumin's condition is like bad.
I
It's
don't
not a
think
great.
like can't play backups or events is like a bad condition for the oversize.
I would rather have this condition than
Because
that
like
condition.
really?
Look,
Because like
Yes.
yes,
this
I
Yes.
turns
absolutely
itself
would.
off on your tri-field.
Yeah, but 3/5.
Fine though.
Who cares? At that point, you've tri-fielded. It doesn't matter. Like, I would
Uh,
much rather.
That is
I'd
totally
much rather
fine.
this condition to avoid the 1 in 100 chance I can't play my anti-change or foreclosure
I
counter.
mean, okay, that's not 100. It definitely just happens all the time in that deck.
I think
really,
well, I don't think
really.
it happens all the time,
It happens
but
often
I
enough, right, for it to
If
be
you
like
need
an
to
actual
anti-change, you
concern.
can just overplay them.
Okay, dude.
no, sometimes you really
Nice,
don't have. If you
nice
tri-field early
plays.
and don't specifically have double union, sometimes you do have to field this shit. But I do think it's quite rare. Even that rarity makes this a better oversize, to
Nah,
be honest.
I'm not convinced.
Yeah.
Karin Ijo reaching out.
Oh my god.
A double drop search that
Fuck
gives
this.
3k power?
Can you imagine
Yo.
if this card just didn't have 3k power and instead cost 1? Wouldn't this just be a lot,
It'd be
a
sick.
lot
This would
better?
be very like playable, yes. But
Yeah,
no,
but
like
pay
fucking
2? No,
what?
but see, this is 2 drop searches put together. It has to be incredible, right? Because
The
Tom
thing,
freaking loves drop searches, right?
yeah,
This
Tom.
is
Why isn't
2
this
of
an
them.
S?
Because
2 drop searches on 1 card. It's like you drop search once and then you drop search again, but
there
you
is
only
such a
use
thing
1
as
field
too much
slot.
of a good thing, guys. All right.
No, not with drop searches. Not with drop
No, like
searches.
I. This is like the foil I pulled, and I'm like, why are you doing this, Procura?
This has a foil. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
this is an
so
SR.
cruel. That is so cruel.
Karen and Hikari,
Let's
two people
move
as
on to the
one.
stupid counter.
This is a 2k backup if you have a Revue
This
character.
doesn't seem like a backup deck.
It's
No.
not. It's not.
No, this is
You can
this is a
like
this. Well,
when I
standby
open
would probably want this, right?
yeah when I opened my boxes, I built like a pile out of 4 boxes with 8 gates and like ones in this counter. That was okay. Oh right, there's like a combo that changes into a 2/1 on Encore step. That deck would probably use this counter, but the combo is not very good. We'll get to it in a bit. But like it's a 2k counter. How bad can it be? Just don't jam your 2k counter into decks when they don't actually do anything. Be smart.
Drink responsibly.
No, don't be smart. Just do it anyway. So I can.
No,
Well, so
next
people
card
can
is the
tell me.
combo.
Hikari Kagura, Shine Reborn. On attack with the door, and you have another Revue character. You can check the top 4 cards of your deck, search for a Revue character, add it to your hand, and put the rest in the bin. And when it's front attacked, you can sack this card to choose a 2/1 Karin in your hand and put it in the slot. This was in it as the defending
It's
character.
a 2/17k LE with hand on core.
Oh. Sounds fine.
Yeah, it's like
Just sounds okay, I guess.
it's okay. That's all it is.
Paying 1 for the character sounds bad.
Yeah, that
if you have
having
to
to
play
pay 1 up
multiples.
front is like oof. And also like it doesn't really find the 2/1. You have to like
Yeah.
get
This
it
doesn't
from
seem
top
very
4.
good.
It's like not
I would
terrible
run the
because it
banana.
lets you play 8 gates, but
I'd
like,
run the banana over this.
but 8 gates.
Maybe. Okay. But you have
If you
to
think about
pay
it, this
a
is like this is
1/1 for your combo.
this
That's
is
A
a
1,
five.
5, 5.
5/5.
Yeah.
What
He
happens
needs
if
to
they
survive.
side it and you can't? I'm like,
Then you have
well, if they
another
side
door.
it. If they
yeah, but
side
now
it,
you
then
Any
have
plus.
it's
fucking
plus.
This is a
5,500
plus
power cards.
Yeah, but if they side it, then you plus. At which point you've also
Nah,
plus.
okay.
So whatever.
Karen and Mahiru,
It's
quickly intimate.
This is like okay. It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's a C minus. I gave it a C minus. I didn't give it a D.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just not that good.
Yeah.
1/1, 5,500 power. This is a 7,500 power character with hand on core. It's a standby
this
card.
one's also not that good, but it
Yeah.
is a standby target. So whatever.
I agree.
This is like
Speak.
a good role
Oh, look.
player for standby.
This is not a standby target, but it's
This is the thing you change into. So by definition, I guess this is C minus because we gave the other.
Karen Ijo.
well, you
Encore.
could theoretically just play it as a a Maguro type combo, except you don't have the changer.
That
Why
sounds
would
bad.
you do
That
that?
sounds very bad.
because
Because your
if you
opponent
convince
is
your
gonna
opponent
side because they're
exactly
afraid.
if you convince your opponents that you have it in your deck, even if it's not in your deck, then you get them.
You tell them it's like Grodd.
It's like a
That'll
level 3.
that'll get him.
That will
Yeah.
scare him.
Mahiru Surizaki, my shine. This is an early play if you have 2 or fewer climaxes in your bin. And on play, check top X. Cool.
Yeah, it's very vanilla, but it's like very playable.
This is a
vanilla.
card.
I don't know. It's a C plus.
C plus? I don't know. It's
I
just
like C
whatever.
plus for this. I
It's
rate
like the
this
best
pretty.
dig the set has, and it's like
It's
it
the
feels
best.
so vanilla.
C plus.
This is like on the better side of vanilla cards. Like as far as I'm concerned, this is a vanilla level 3.
Nah.
It has
Yeah.
no other text. It just cantrips.
You give that card a C plus.
I'm giving this a C plus because I gave the Una one a C plus, and I think that card is perfectly fine. And this card, this is just a deck which digs to its combo. So this is like the perfect in the middle.
What's the third effect on the Yuna one?
But this is
Doesn't
off
have a
name.
third effect. The
Then
Una
why
one
is
doesn't
this
have a third
10?
effect.
Then why isn't this 10k and the Yuna one 9.5?
The Una one gets actually the Una one's advanced summon thing is easier, I guess.
No, I think it was also 2 or less climbing.
No. It's 4 or more other characters.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, this is the sort of effect that I'm perfectly happy to have in a deck that's just building towards an end game combo. Like you just chuck this down, get your climax, don't care, and play shitters. It's totally fine.
Hikari Kagura, time for relaxing. 1k power to all your level 0 or lower characters in front of this.
Oh.
And then it's a spammable salvage brainstorm. These haven't been very desirable for a while. So
Doesn't do anything. It just does not do anything.
I don't like either of those effects. Japan started putting spam brainstorms back into their decks, and I'm not sure why.
they're only in some decks.
SAO has it.
Yeah,
Something else also has it.
Hikari. I think they have a good reason for it. I don't remember off the top of my head though. Hikari Kagura, Summer of Stage Girls. It's a free runner. You just move it to any empty slot in your front row at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase.
How good are free runners nowadays? I'm not sure.
Probably meta dependent. I think they're still good.
They're still good. I don't think they're definitely not a C minus.
I think actually like the good part about them isn't dodging on reverse combos anymore. It's dodging clean cut.
It's the fact that the meta has moved to clean cut makes all runners like automatically a bit better.
A bit better, yeah.
Like I am just
oversized clean cuts though.
Well, like why does that matter?
Wait, nobody has like actual oversized clean cuts except.
Well,
I guess 3K.
By oversized, I just mean clean cuts that are just naturally bigger than any runner,
Okay,
right?
sure.
It's different
like-
because because those cards, runners will not be able to contest them, right?
Yeah.
Whereas,
I definitely feel bad.
It's different
in,
with like a on play power clean cut or like a 2500 power clean cut.
Yeah. I definitely feel bad in decks like Million Life when your opponent starts runner and they go first. It's like,
Yeah, well,
oof.
I mean, that's just clean cut being overrated. That's not runner being bad. I think
Still
free
do-
runners will always be like a B minus until a deck that just kills runners for free, like Goblin Slayer type cards that
I don't
mill
know.
runners don't do. I mean, mill runners are bad against that Goblin Slayer card too, though. So it's not.
I
like,
mean, mill
Yeah.
runners and free runners are like both very good cards, and I don't think that's
No,
ever going to
I
really
think
change.
mill runners are actually like, well, assuming they're vanilla mill runners, isn't there like 2-5?
I think
they're
people
a lot
overrate
better
the
than-
impact of 500 power in a lot
No,
of cases.
I think it actually like matters a lot in terms of like dying against the trash
It
field.
Not
it
this
matters
conversation
no.
again.
No. I think it actually does matter specifically because a lot of clean cuts default to being 2K.
You mean just
Like that.
Rem and Kirito?
That's I mean, those are two really well placed decks that both play their clean cuts, right?
Sure. I mean, but the
Yeah.
other side is just clean cuts that.
Haruhi has a 2K clean cut. Huh?
Sure.
You're right. It does have a 2K.
Nice.
Yeah, no, but aside from Million Lives specifically, and of course Yuna, the most played clean
The
cuts would be those two. I'm pretty sure.
GGO also has one.
Yeah,
That's a
but
3K
GGO's
one.
like
That's a 3K one. So
Yeah.
it's not well.
I mean, runners are all
super
bad
popular.
against all 3K clean cuts. That's just how it is.
We
Whatever.
are
Look,
bad.
I think that I think runners will always just be good, and I think that if you are trimming on runners, you should think again, unless you like putting in oversizes for meta considerations. You know,
I think oversizes are generally better now than,
I don't.
I don't
But,
think
like,
so.
but runners
I-
are.
And if that's
Yeah,
the
but-
case, it's only because the utility that they add on oversizes has become much better as of late. That's the only reason why.
Sure.
As
Like,
soon as
I don't
soon
know.
as they add like good stuff, like as soon as they start adding like really good center like utility onto like runners without sacrificing the power that you attack with,
I mean,
like,
that
I
that
mean-
never happens, man. That's not.
No,
gonna
but
happen.
I mean,
the thing is,
sure.
that like runner costs more power, right? So
I
I
mean,
mean-
clean cut also.
the like
Well,
Well, okay, but I mean,
when you start, like, for example, the Guilty Crown runner, it's just 1K, or
Okay.
the Konosuba runner.
add
They'll
this cannot
always
side
die
attack
against
or
the
something.
trash
I
field.
don't know, dude. They're gonna do this eventually. I feel.
dude, look, I think people really strongly overstate how badly 1K runners get wrecked. You still plus with them more than half the time.
No, only if
Easily
you
more
go
than half the
first.
time.
If you go second, they never plus.
Oh no, if you go second, they usually don't plus, but they still can. Like sometimes they don't play level zeros out that
Yeah,
they
it's not
want
a
to front row.
guaranteed thing.
It's
that they don't
definitely it's not
plus when
it's
you're running
definitely not
second.
guaranteed. Like I think
I
you
don't
still
know.
have a fairly good chance of it just surviving. So
Yeah,
I
don't
think people
that ever
really
happened to
overstate it.
me.
Yeah, well, your experiences tend to be extremely incompatible with everyone else's.
Sure.
Kara and Ijo
Um,
playing tag. Or are we done with the runner?
Yeah, we're done with the runner. It's all
Yeah.
Yeah.
104k. This gains 2k power if this is in the center. And when your other Mahiro Suyuzaki playing tag is placed under this as a marker, you can ditch a card to Azusa.
If you regard the 2/5 as an oversize, this is potentially playable.
Yo.
No, like
But
the,
even
this
then,
doesn't
you're not.
you don't start up the marker under this. It's like the 0/0 puts itself under it as a marker when the Karin gets attacked, and then the Karin gets some extra power. I think it's like 1K, so it's like 7K.
No. What I'm trying to say is, if you can play that card out like turn 1 or whatever, and it counts as a pseudo oversize and doesn't die, and is still in the field when you play this card, then you haven't actually expended a card to do all of this.
Yeah,
sick.
it's also like if you just attack with the Mahiro, right?
That being said,
And
I think this is garbage, and you can't possibly rely on it. And it's like a
I don't think
106k.
this is. Yeah, I don't think this is good. But like when the 0/0 when you just use the 0/0 on your level 1 turn to attack with, and it doesn't like die because the opponent has level 0 left, and it's like.
What if you stand by the Mahiru?
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure there's like better stuff to stand by at level 1.
Ooh, dude.
But does your standby Azusa you? I didn't think so. Oh my god,
Oh
this is.
shit.
Hang on.
Yes.
Wait. If you stand by this, don't they just wait? Is it a May?
It's
Can
a
you?
May.
Can
Hey,
you?
this is no limit to activation per turn. So if you have one already on the board and you stand by another out, you just got to double ditch.
I'm moving on. I'm moving on.
Yes.
It also gains
Ooh,
power
this.
twice.
I remember this card. This card is interesting.
1/0, 4500 power card. Mahiru Suyuzaki. Begin cleaning. On play, put the top 2 cards of your deck into the bin. If there's at least a climax among them, you can pay the cost of ditching a card from your hand to choose a character in your bin and return to your hand. And then on attack, if you have 2 or more of the Revue characters, it gains 2k power for the turn.
This card is very good.
This is like it pretends to be a 4/5. It's actually a 6/5,
Yeah.
which is a fine baseline. And then it also has this other effect, which sometimes randomly gives you a hand fix. It's like I'm not going to give it a B plus.
Like the
B
thing
plus
is,
high.
it either gives you it either gives you a hand fix or it gives you 6-card brainstorm. Like you really
Okay,
shouldn't
but the
underestimate.
brainstorm is what's. But
Like you
you
can
could have
ask
gotten
like
a plus.
literally any person that has played this deck. Like this card is by far pulling the most weight.
Okay,
out
but
of,
the
like,
problem with
all the
that,
random
right,
cards.
is that you could have just gotten a plus if you had brainstormed, right?
Yeah,
Instead of
see,
milling.
a hand fix is not
And
comparable
hand
to a
fix is
plus from a
just way
brainstorm.
worse than a plus from a brainstorm.
Yes,
like,
but like
they're not-
there's
they're not
like
comparable
small
things.
upside or big upside.
Yeah, but the small upside is like minuscule. It's like
No, a
the
free
small
hand
upsides.
fix, a free hand fix is still pretty solid if it like fetches your level 1 combo. It's still a plus.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, I don't know about that. Like, that's not good logic, if you ask me. Because you still need 2 level 1 combos to get that plus. Either way, you're overselling this card. I'm like absolutely certain because
No. Like
people
literally
love.
everyone I talked to went from like 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, and I was like, dude, we gotta play 4. This card is busted, and like this card is actually really good. I'm like 99% certain that this is just a good card.
Do you
I
know
would
what
play
this
this in
tells
most
me?
decks.
You would. That seems like a very strong statement.
Well, okay, I wouldn't play it in most decks, but like in this deck, it's really good.
That tells me Review is not a good deck.
Okay,
that doesn't
that
actually.
might
That
be
doesn't tell
true.
me that this card is good.
I mean, this is like a
That
filler
might
card,
be
right?
true.
This is a very good filler card. But
Yeah, I agree.
I
This
mean,
is a
don't
great
know.
filler card.
Would a filler card actually be a 4 of though?
I wouldn't run this
Yes.
for 4. But I mean, yeah, it can be.
Filler cards are definitely easy 4 of sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
maybe.
whoever hasn't played with this, don't underestimate it because it's actually just really
Whatever.
good.
I'll give it a B. I think B plus is too high.
It does. It's got way too much text, which makes people overrate it because it does so
like
many things.
people underrated this card. Like nobody was running it at first.
Yeah, but now everyone is overrating it. It never has a downside, but the difference between it's like if it mills a climax, that's not actually that good. Like I think that's being overrated significantly.
Yeah, but
Salvage
it's
would
like
have to be incredibly high
fix.
value. I think.
I don't think a salvage is ever incredibly high value.
I mean,
Unlike-
it would
at
just
this
have to be
point
a
in the
deck where
game.
the salvage is like super high value. That's what
Well,
I'm saying.
you
Like-
use this like every turn of the game. Like this is like the one card you search for and recycle.
Like say
That just tells me the deck does not have another good effect like this. Like if you had
Yeah.
a 1/0 Azusa, guess what? You'd be playing 4 of that and not this.
Sure, but which sets really have 1/0 Asusas now?
My point is that you're overrating this because it's like better than all of the other vanilla nonsense that the deck can do. Like, you play it every turn, sure, but that doesn't actually tell me this card is good. It tells me the rest of the deck is not worth playing that often. I'm
Sure,
still giving it a
generically,
B
this is your
minus.
best. Generically, it's just the best play you can
I'm
make
still
most
giving
turns.
it a B minus. It is the sort of card which I would happily play 2 of in basically any deck, but it's not that good. Like, I'm not rating it the same grade as, a Brainstorm. That's not
Um,
where
and
this
I
card
guess
is.
like if you played a giraffe, you know if the top card is a climax or not, so that helps with the decision making with
Okay,
this.
but no, that doesn't change your play. Like, it's not going to change your play. You're playing this card anyway.
No. Like
Giraffe
if you see a climax on top, you brainstorm first and then play this. So you only have
Sure.
like one card where that could be a
Okay,
climax where you could have the quote unquote bad outcome.
but this is
Yeah, but
not
then you
actually
have
a plus about this card.
the
This is
giraffe,
just like,
you have the brainstorm, and then you have this card, as well as another card that you have to play to proc the
not to
giraffe or
mention,
whatever.
yeah, giraffe. You have to play something to proc it anyway. So
Or you play
it's
the
not even a
giraffe. Let's
strong
just,
argument.
Or
I
you
could be
play the
charitable
giraffe.
and say that's the first turn you, but it's still like a lot of cards for like
It's
a
fine. It's
free
not bad.
salvage, which is
It's
fine.
definitely not bad.
Yeah.
Like, B minus is higher than I go on most filler cards. This is a fine card. I think it's being overrated.
Sure, let's move on.
Yep.
Hikari Kagura, last day of auditions. 1-0, 5,500 power card. If you have no other Karen, this does not stand. And whenever another Revue character attacks, this gains 1k. Yeah, this card sucks.
No.
Do not play, I think.
It's kind of cute.
But the character isn't cute.
Mahiru Suyuzaki, Waking Up. Your other character in the center slot gains 500 power. This is also level X, and there's Alarm, which is interesting for an assist. If this is on top of the clock, and you have 3 or more other Revue characters. Choose what?
This is a level X you need to clock. It has to be
What
broken, right?
the? Choose one of your characters, and that character gains 2k power per turn. This sucks.
Yeah. I don't know why they
What?
gave this set so many bad alarms.
This alarm
But
does
it's-
not make sense with the
But
assist.
it's options. Either you get 2k by clocking it, or you get 2k by playing it onto the field.
This makes no sense.
Ooh,
Car
this
and
card
Ijo,
has
new
the
act.
this card has the climax combo with the name of the set. It has to be good, right?
When Revue Starlight, which is a red stock soul, is placed in the climax zone, and this is the front row, you can pay 1 to choose a Revue character whose level is equal to or lower than your level from your bin, and put it on stage, and then that character gains 1k power for the turn. And when this attacks level 3 or higher character, this gains 6k power for the turn.
This is playable because of the second effect, like
Sure.
ignore the combo.
Yeah. There isn't anything you can play with this that's good, right?
No.
C minus, I guess. There's a 2/1 Claudine that I talked about earlier that is awful.
Nice.
There's the 2/1 yellow card that's 10k 2 soul, right?
No,
Oh,
because
wait,
that
but
doesn't
that one
mark
needs
her
a
if you
marker.
play
It won't
That needs a
mark her,
marker,
though.
never mind.
2-1.
2/1 2/5 2 soul, man. That's insane.
Mahiru Suyuzaki, Goddess Protecting the Corridor. 2-1, 7k. When this is played to the stage, if you have another Karn or Mahiru, this gets 4k for the turn. And you can rest one of your other standing characters with either Karn or Mahiru in name. During the turn, this is placed from. During the turn, this is played. When it reverses a character, you can pay that cost to search your deck for up to 1 character with either Karn or Mahiru name, and then add it to your hand.
It's like the 1065s that search on reverse, except
Like
it's
if only this was like
Except it's a 2-1
not
11K.
costed. If like either the cost in the on the ability wasn't there or the cost on the card itself wasn't there, this would be like good.
yes, let's give them a 2/1 that has a costless search on reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be broken.
That seems It would well, it wouldn't really be broken, but it'd
It'd
be
be pretty good.
extraordinarily
It'd be a
powerful.
very good card.
It'd be very
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
as it is. What is this? This is like a C
We
minus,
deserve
maybe.
very good cards, okay? Is it
Is
even a C
this?
minus?
See, I think I'd consider playing this over the Karen we just talked about, depending on how big early plays are. Because this is just an 11k attacker.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
It's
The
pretty
current
big.
is 12-5.
Yeah,
Like
it's 12.5,
11k
sure.
never beat 11k never beats counter.
Yeah, okay, but if 11k has some sort of support, then you're forcing a counter at least. Like, that's fine. Because 12.5 doesn't really beat countered. Actually, like any level 3 they care about, you can't beat with a count if they have a counter any.
Well, if you play like a climax, you get to 13-5, 14
Sure,
with an
but
assist.
even
14 is usually enough.
yeah, but if it's an early play that they care to protect at all, they'll have a support, which means any counter
Sure.
puts you above it. And the only level 3s you do kill are the bad ones, which are like they've either cantripped off already, or they're fine with you killing, like Megumin. So I think there's an argument to play this sort of card, but
Sure.
that's probably a meta call. So
Mahiru Suzaki playing tag. When your other Karin Ijo playing tag is attacked, you can place this under that card as a marker, and if so, that card gets 1k power for the turn, and you get to Azusa.
Stick me.
So you get 4 of this on the
You also
board.
skipped over a vanilla. No, actually the vanilla is the next card, never mind. Yeah, you can have this on the front row. And then it's actually not bad.
Yeah, you have 4 of these, and then you mill 16
It's
cards. You get to quadruple Azusa.
Or
okay,
you know,
guys,
you could just not go neg 2 and just have
Yeah, I
two.
want to try that in a game.
you
At least once.
guys go down forever as people who advocate for this card. I'm gonna stick with my no rating.
Karin Ijo new roommates are vanilla.
This is supposed to be a D.
V for
It's a-
vanilla.
Yeah, D.
Hikari Kagura
B for vanilla.
living in London. That doesn't look like London.
Hey,
1045. If you have
This
2
is
or
a
more of the
vanilla.
review characters, this gains.
It's a vanilla.
This dude,
Yeah.
it gains hexproof. Wait, it
Oh
gives
wait,
hexproof.
you can actually give
vanilla.
hexproof to your on reverse combo.
Wait, it gives hexproof
That's
to your own
actually
reverse
relevant.
combo. This is fine.
Yeah, this is
Why
actually
does that
relevant.
matter? No, why does
Because
that matter?
maybe there's money counter or rest
What?
counter actually is like
Yeah,
oh,
rest
actually,
counter.
Yeah.
Rest or money counter. Don't be such
Okay,
a
so
Debbie Downer.
where are you putting like are you just putting this in the back row?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this moonlights as a vanilla attacker sometimes.
Ugh. Look, we're talking
It's-
about this, but no one in history is actually going to do that.
That's
Maybe
because
maybe
I
you have
mean
like a
that's
4
because
person
there
and
hasn't.
then 3 people
I
play money
mean,
counter.
maybe there will be a deck that
Gosh.
runs the Karen stuff in the next set.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this card's not like terrible.
Center hexproof has been fringe playable. See, what's it called? Vivid.
Milky, Vivid,
Yeah.
yeah. Promise Tower, Karin Ijo, 105k. It's can't side attack. Oh, it's a.
It's the Kato.
It's the Asana or whatever.
No,
Question
it's
mark
a
is
Kato because
pretty
you can side
accurate
attack.
for how I feel
This
about
is
this card.
Arsenal. This is Arsenal taking shelter in 2018.
No,
remember?
this is the Kato. Did you not play with the Kato? The Kato also has can side attack in this 5k.
I mean, people just know Asuna taking shelter though. They don't know this Kato card.
Arsenal taking shelter was like the bane of lots of players' existences
Uh-huh.
back then.
Do you guys remember the no level 0 Sao deck?
I don't want
Yes.
to remember that.
I remember
why
that
would you
deck.
bring that up?
Why would you? Okay, let's move on.
I wanted to find that article again, but I couldn't find it anymore.
Mahiru Suzaki, new roommate. Oh, it's another Azusa. You can ditch the vanilla,
To
the
Azusa.
Karin Ijo, to Azusa. It's a startup.
Oh, right. The set actually has
Wait,
a 1-0
wait. Yes, you can run this and the other Azusa.
Yeah,
Holy
so
shit,
there's
broken.
there's no need to play the 1-0 mil through. That card is
16,
garbage.
16
we have
Azusa.
actual Azusa. Oh
This
my
card's
Dude,
trash.
vanillas are basically oversizes, right?
Wait, no. This makes the 1-0 mill 2 even better because now you can salvage Azusa.
Oh yes, there you go. Hikari
Alright,
Kagura,
what?
our promise.
Oh my god, why is there another level X?
2-1 level assist. On play, draw ditch.
Oh wait, is this the best level X we've seen? I think this is the
I'd
best level X
wager the
we've seen.
Kaoruko is better.
No. I think this one's better. I think
That's
this one's
kinda
better
sad.
in like
But this is
probably
red.
70. This is better in 70 or 80% of situations.
What?
I think.
None of the reviewed X won a level X anyway. So
Yeah, but this is the
For
best level X
now.
we've seen. Like this is clearly the best level X we've seen.
I think the
Surely.
Kaoruko is better
Why? It doesn't do anything.
because no, the Kaoruko is the snipe thing that kills early play conditions.
Okay, so it's going down that Celadon B is an advocate of snipe in Konosuba.
No, oh no, no.
Yep.
Get
Why?
wrecked. You fell for that one, dude.
That
Yeah, this
card
is
is
clearly
so
better.
bad.
This
Uh,
is just CL. I can't believe I'm saying CL is good.
2-2 Hikari Kagura new act. That's an 11k. 2 soul. Yeah,
I don't know, man. I
it's,
never like
there's
level 2
there's no
standby targets.
there's no safety on this card, no encore or anything. So
Yeah.
It's like kind of big.
Not
If
really.
you stand
11K.
by out the 3-2, then this is 12-5. But yeah.
Unexpected morning walk home. It's a 2-2 event. Choose 2 cards in your hand. Your opponent may choose for them to be revealed. If they do not choose for them to be revealed, choose up to 2 characters in your bin and return them to your hand. If they choose for them to be revealed, reveal them, and if there are 2 characters, one with Hikari in name and the other with Karen in name, among those cards, choose up to 3 characters from your bin, return them to your hand. Otherwise, choose up to 1 character in your bin and return it to what?
So if you bluff, you only get 1 or 3, depending on if you were right or not.
And if your opponent does not challenge you, you get 2.
I think this is a cool
nice,
card.
Nice
it's
card. I don't think cool is worth the admission asking admission
No, but
price
like,
of 2
okay,
stock.
imagine if like next set Karen and Hikari get like a stock charge combo.
Okay.
This
Uh-huh.
is then a
This is a
2-2
good.
salvage
This,
2.
this
Never
is
mind.
a good
It
meme
doesn't-
we
it
got
doesn't-
here.
It doesn't force the opponent to pick. If it forced the opponent to like reveal, it would be playable.
So
and you can
what
ensure
this
the
is,
rate.
this is just a 2-2 salvage 2.
Yeah,
That is what it is.
yeah, which is not that good. Yeah,
Yeah, because like they look at your deck, they have seen your deck. It is level 2.
yeah.
Do you have a Karen and a Hikari? Probably.
Dude,
Now,
but what
look,
if you do the 6 splash and just run this? And
Yeah. The sick play is having like 1 Karen and 1 Hikari, and your opponent knowing review and actually knowing the characters, and them not having seen a single one, and then you get the +2.
But then like they look at you playing this card and be like, no. I mean,
It is a 2. It's a
This is a
2-2
stupid
plus
card.
1. No, don't give it a D. It's like a C minus, just like every other Sundera type event. It is
I don't
just a
think
C
Sundara
minus.
type events are playable. Sure.
D plus.
I think they're very close to playable. It's just selectivity at the regular cost.
Yeah, but you don't want to spend 2 stock.
Maybe not in this deck specifically, but like it is a perfectly playable card. It's the sort of card that would not be embarrassing
If
in
you
like
play like a stock charge combo, but like if you're doing regular plussing combo things, usually like you need the stock for the end game.
yeah, sure. Or if you just have no cost on anything,
Yeah,
this is like
whatever.
not horrible. That's the end of red.